For those of you who have had natal chart readings with me, you know I always include information about your moon phase. And if you study astrology but haven't looked at the moon phase you were born under, you're missing a really important part of your natal chart. So I'm going to teach you how to figure out your moon phase, and then I'll give you a brief overview of what the 8 phases mean. Your natal moon phase represents a message for the soul. It helps explain what drives you, what your soul is here to experience, and the underlying purpose behind many of your life patterns and experiences. This isn't a conscious motivation. It's more like an internal soul push that keeps directing you toward certain people and certain experiences. So there are 8 moon phases, and you can see them all here in this pie chart. And each phase covers 45 degrees of the 360-degree zodiac. Now, because the moon moves approximately 13 degrees per day, while the sun moves only about 1 degree, each phase lasts roughly 3.5 days, all right? If you want to calculate your phase yourself, find your natal sun and moon in your natal chart and count forward through the zodiac from the sun to the moon. The number of degrees between them places you in one of these 8 phases. So let's start over here with the new moon. The new moon phase is from 0 to 45 degrees, and this is the beginning of a new cycle. New moon people are instinctive, spontaneous, and they're here to break new ground, and their soul says, do something different, keep moving forward, and don't look back. Crescent moon phase, 45 to 90 degrees. This phase brings an internal struggle between moving forward and returning to what's safe. There may be an urge to give up, but the soul instinctively knows that it can't. And crescent moon people repeatedly have their resolve tested, and I can relate to that as a crescent moon baby. It's really hard to establish independence. And the way that this looks in real life is, I might, and this is more so in the past, but set a firm boundary with someone like an energy vampire, and then 2 seconds just go by and allow that person to walk all over that boundary. Or I'll commit to something, let another situation interfere, and end up disappointed in myself. But no matter how many times my resolve has been tested, I have always kept going. First quarter, this is between 90 and 135 degrees. This is called a crisis in action phase. These people are instinctive, spontaneous builders. When they encounter an obstacle, they naturally act, adapt, and keep going. Gibbous moon phase, 135 degrees to 180. Now, these people are driven to study, analyze, improve, and understand. And much of their drive is still unconscious. Their soul growth comes from learning and deepening their understanding of purpose. They're the eternal students. Full moon, getting more deliberate here. So 180 to 225. So instinctive energy becomes more conscious and deliberate with full moon people. So they're here to learn their greatest lessons in their growth through relationships, learning true connection and seeing themselves reflected through other people. Disseminating moon phase is from 225 to 270. So these people are here to share what they've learned. They're often teachers, therapists, communicators, or guides. Their soul pushes them to spread wisdom and then help others grow. Last quarter moon phase is from 270 degrees to 315 degrees. These people are more deliberate than instinctive. Their work involves reorientation, changing their thinking, releasing outer illusions, and getting rid of what they no longer need. I often find that people born under the last quarter moon phase just completely find a whole new belief system that's totally different than their taught belief systems, okay? The Balsamic Moon phase is from 315 degrees to 360 degrees. This is a completing phase. Relationships and experiences may come and go because these people are wrapping up. Like they're wrapping up unfinished pieces of the puzzle. Their lesson is to complete what needs to be completed, share the wisdom they have gained, and just keep moving, okay? Now, some people believe that being born under the Balsamic Moon phase means that this is their final lifetime, but we live hundreds of lives. This phase is about completion, but that doesn't necessarily mean the completion of every incarnation. Now, this is important because when you understand your moon phase at a soul level, you can look at your life and say, okay, well, all right, this is what I'm here to experience, and this is what I'm supposed to do. And you begin to realize that there may not be any real mistakes, only experiences that are helping your soul fulfill its purpose. And that can make your life so much easier to understand.